Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the untold story of one of history's most infamous maritime disasters, the sinking of the RMS Titanic. Join me as we delve into the mysteries surrounding this tragic event and explore what really happened on that fateful night. Let's begin. Number 1, Exposing Hidden Truths, is a fictional title that suggests the existence of undisclosed information or untold stories related to the sinking of the RMS Titanic. While there were survivors of the Titanic disaster, their accounts and experiences have been well documented and widely shared since the tragedy occurred in 1912. The sinking of the Titanic was a significant historical event that took place on April 15, 1912, when the ship struck an iceberg and ultimately sank during its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City. The disaster resulted in the loss of more than 1,500 lives. In the aftermath of the sinking, numerous survivors came forward to share their personal testimonies, recounting the events leading up to the ship's demise and the subsequent rescue efforts. Their stories have been a crucial source of information for historians, researchers, and enthusiasts seeking to understand the tragedy. Over the years, there have been various books, documentaries, and films that have explored the Titanic's history and the experiences of its survivors. These accounts have provided invaluable insights into the sequence of events, the actions taken by crew members and passengers, and the conditions on board the ill-fated ship. Number 2, The Iceberg Conspiracy, Investigating Alternative Theories, is a hypothetical title that suggests the existence of alternative explanations or hidden conspiracies surrounding the sinking of the RMS Titanic. However, it's important to note that the accepted historical account of the Titanic disaster is well documented and widely supported by evidence. The sinking of the Titanic was a tragic event that occurred on April 15, 1912, when the ship collided with an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean. The ship, deemed unsinkable at the time, tragically sank, resulting in the loss of numerous lives. The actual cause of the Titanic's sinking is widely attributed to a combination of factors, including the high speed at which the ship was traveling through known iceberg-infested waters, the inadequate number of lifeboats on board, and the limited visibility conditions that made it challenging to spot and avoid icebergs in time. While alternative theories or conspiracies may exist in popular culture or fringe circles, they are typically not supported by credible evidence or widely accepted by experts in the field. Claims of a deliberate conspiracy, sabotage, or an intentional sinking of the Titanic lack substantive proof and are largely considered speculative or fictional. Number 3, Decoding Titanic's Distress Signals. What really happened on the radio suggests a focus on exploring the communication aspect of the Titanic disaster and delving into the details of the distress signals sent by the ship. While some aspects of the radio communications during the Titanic's sinking have been the subject of scrutiny and discussion, it's important to consider the available historical evidence. The Titanic was equipped with advanced wireless telegraphy technology for communication purposes. As the ship foundered, the wireless operators Jack Phillips and Harold Bride worked diligently to send out distress signals and call for assistance. The distress signals from the Titanic were primarily transmitted using Morse code, an internationally recognized system of dots and dashes. The ship's wireless operators used the ship's call sign, CQD, and the newly introduced distress signal, SOS, to alert nearby vessels and shore stations about the emergency. Number 4, Exploring Titanic's Hidden Mysteries. The unexplored areas of the ship suggests a focus on the undiscovered or less explored parts of the Titanic wreckage. While much of the ship has been documented and studied, there are areas that remain relatively unexplored due to the depth of the wreck site and the challenges of deep-sea exploration. The Titanic lies at a depth of approximately 12,500 feet, 3,800 meters, in the North Atlantic Ocean. Since its discovery in 1985, various expeditions have been conducted to document and study the wreckage. However, the vastness of the ship and the complex conditions at the wreck site have limited the exploration of certain areas. One of the areas that has garnered interest is the ship's stern section, which lies separate from the main wreckage. The stern section detached during the ship's sinking and landed a distance away, leading to speculation about its condition and potential insights it could provide. However, deep-sea exploration challenges, including the depth and the deterioration of the stern section over time, have made it difficult to extensively explore and study these areas. Number 5, Titanic's Final Moments. Debunking Hollywood myths suggests an intention to separate the fictionalized portrayal of the Titanic sinking in movies, such as James Cameron's 1997 film Titanic, from the historical facts surrounding the actual event. While movies and other fictional works often take artistic liberties for dramatic effect, it's important to distinguish between Hollywood's portrayal and the reality of the Titanic disaster. James Cameron's Titanic movie, while widely acclaimed for its cinematic achievements, incorporated fictionalized elements and fictional characters into the narrative. While the film showcased the human stories and experiences of its characters, it deviated from historical accuracy in some aspects, including the depiction of certain events and the actions of specific individuals. To debunk Hollywood myths surrounding the Titanic, it's essential to rely on the well-documented historical record of the ship's sinking. The disaster occurred on April 15, 1912, when the Titanic struck an iceberg and ultimately sank in the North Atlantic Ocean. Numerous survivor testimonies, official inquiries, and historical research have provided valuable insights into the sequence of events leading up to the sinking, the actions taken by the crew and passengers, and the conditions on board the ship. These accounts help form a comprehensive understanding of the Titanic's final moments. The sinking of the Titanic remains a haunting chapter in history, shrouded in mystery and speculation. While we may never know all the details of what truly happened on that tragic night, it is essential to remember the lives lost and the lessons learned. Join us next time as we continue to explore the untold stories behind significant events in our shared history. Until then, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Goodbye for now.